seafaring industry has been tossed around by waves after waves of challenges. Seafaring industry has been tossed around by waves after waves of challenges. From the issues on EMSA and now on COVID pandemic. Just as you are fighting back, not giving up the ship, your seafaring career, we from the academy, the schools and the training centers will stick by you. Our seafarers, you being the recognized global key workers. Together we fight this battle to thrive in the new normal situations amidst this challenging time worldwide, particularly in the Philippine maritime industry. With God's blessings, we will persevere. We will overcome. seafaring industry has been tossed around by waves after waves of challenges. From the issues on EMSA and now on COVID pandemic. Just as you are fighting back, not giving up the ship, your seafaring career, we from the academy, the schools and the training centers will stick by you. Our seafarers, you being the recognized global key workers. Together we fight this battle to thrive in the new normal situations amidst this challenging time worldwide, particularly in the Philippine maritime industry. With God's blessings, we will persevere. We will overcome.
Good morning. Life during the COVID-19 pandemic is difficult for parents and students alike. The return to school is an important and hopefully welcome step. But you and your students have many questions. Here's the latest information of what to expect and how you can support your student. During such a worrying and disruptive time, it's natural to have a lot of questions. Some helpful ones you may ask and raise right after this orientation of the different offices and programs of the school during our open forum. So to start with, I would like to welcome everyone to our parents and students virtual orientation program. And of course, to formally open our program, let us hear a welcome message coming from the president of VMA Global College and Training Centers Incorporated. Let's hear a message coming from Dr. Elizabeth O. Salabas.
Good morning. Welcome back. Belated Happy New Year. Parents, for the first time, we started our school year this February. Now, we are very happy that you're back, or many of you are here with us and you chose VMA. Thank you very much. For the first time, since pandemic was felt heavily among us, that was in March. Kita naton, nabatyagan naton ang kahadlok. Kakulba, kahangawa, nga basi kita malapnan. But despite that, you still continued with your dreams and your aspirations nga mapaeskwela ang inyong mga kabataan. And isa sa mga problema ang basi kita malapnan kag kun ano ang matabo nga ang bilog nga pamilya maapektahan. Loss of job, ang iban gani nadulaan gid sang trabaho. But then, despite that, gintinguhan gid ninyo nga mapaeskwela ang inyong kabataan. Salamat gid nga madamo. And we thank God nga sa subong despite pulo na kabulan since March nga nabatyagan gid naton ang problema sa COVID-19. Aton gid pasalamatan our Lord who has given us His gift of life, His gift of love, His gift of protection against COVID-19. Ginpadala niya pa ang iya mahal nga iloy nga amo ang aton advocate against coronavirus. Thank you, O Lord God, on behalf of all parents, on behalf of the administration, the management of VMA, we thank the Lord. And we thank the Lord for having you with us. Sa aton nga eskwelahan, karon amo ang problema kay hindi pa sila makaatubang, di pa wala pa face to face. But then, daw ga-enjoy man siguro tanan as sa kamo nga parents no sa kanang ginatawag nga online learning. And with that, akon lang ginapahibalo kag ginapanumdum that kada eskwelahan may iya nga custom, may iya nga tradition. Ang BMA madamo sina because one reason is we are after the implementation of discipline policies in the campus or even outside with your help. So ang ako lang ginapangayo yung parents who are here with us, and if you want to also share your time with us, join the Parents Council, because you will be one of those who will be valued by the students as their surrogate parent here. Kag pasalamatan gid namon nga sa inyo pag-upod kag voluntad sa inyong nga serbisyo sa eskwelahan through the Parents Council, isa kadungog nga amon kamo ipadayaw sa inyo nga mabulig sa eskwelahan kung ano man ina aton ina paga-estudyohan kag paga-diskusyunan once na formalize na ang VMA Parents Council. So with this, I urge you parents to be with us. Help us to discipline foremost your children. Labi na gid karon nga kinahanglan gid nila mabatyagan ang mga hindi dapat himuon kag ang mga dapat himuon. Nga kinahanglan gid ang kooperasyon, ang pagsulundan sang kada isa sa aton. And to your parents, welcome back. And thank you for sending your students to us, your children to us, giving us the privilege of being part of your family. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, so thank you so much to the president of our institution for that a very inspiring message, not only for our students, but as well to their parents. And now, moving on to the first part of our program is, of course, our orientation of policies for high school students. To give us an orientation about this, let us welcome the senior high school coordinator of the high school department. Let us welcome Mr. Julius Figueroa.
Ina. Hi, hello everyone, and good morning, students, parents, orientation. Okay. In behalf of VMA Global College High School Department, headed by our beloved principal, Mr. Jose A. Batwigas, and the senior high school faculty and the advisors, Mr. Julius T. Figueroa, your senior high school coordinator, welcome aboard the second semester. Okay, let's proceed to our program offerings this second semester. Okay, right. Again, welcome parents and students for this orientation, second semester, senior high school, school year 2021. Despite of the pandemic that we have experienced, but still we survive with this kind of dilemma. But before we're going to proceed to our program offerings for senior high school, I want you, everyone, and everybody to please pay attention, listen and get focused, participate and cooperate. And please reserve your questions afterwards or right after the orientation. For our program offerings, the second semester, we have two tracks under the academic track and the technology, vocational, and livelihood track. Under your academic track, again, we have the accountancy, business, and management, the pre-baccalaureate maritime, and we will be having a proposal to open the additional strand, on your academic track, the HUM strand. HUM strand stands for humanities and social and sciences. And for your Technology Vocational Livelihood Program, or the TVL, this program specializes in cookery, housekeeping, and food and beverage services. Okay, that's right. Next, let's proceed. Let's proceed to the policies on blended learning. But before that, allow me to explain what is a blended learning. Blended is the combination of your modular and online learning. So these are the different rules and policies that we need to implement this semester and to the following semester. At the beginning of the class, the students shall choose the mode of learning that they prefer, online learning or modular. So it's from the start of the class or from the start of the school year or the semester, considering that this is a virtual or learning classes, your advisor will try to identify or approach or ask you what mode of learning you want to prefer for online or modular. Take note that different group chats shall be made for online learning and modular. And then parents, guardian, authorized representative shall go to school or principal's office and bring their flash drive and shall be responsible to print out the learning materials. First, we need, in our slide, the rules and regulations to be observed for modular learning. Take note that in a modular learning, modular students, only parents and guardian or authorized representative will be entertained the school and bring your own flash drive and responsible enough to print out the learning materials. Second, parents, guardian, authorized representative shall submit the learning modules every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks of what? Every 2 weeks, Monday. So take note, every Monday of that 2 weeks. Failure to submit on the said deadline will mean 0 score in all quizzes and performance tasks. However, there are some students in the modular mode of learning have different or special cases to happen. For example, along the way, there are circumstances or inconvenience in your part. The school or the administration or the high school department will try also to consider your situation, and we try to cater your concerns. Next, upon submission of modules, modules should be placed in a brown envelope with the following details. Written outside the envelope, the name of the student, grade and section, name of the subject teacher, subject, and date. Okay, I know all of you are aware of this. Next. Take note that in a modular mode of learning, advisors should secure contact information of parents for communication and monitoring purposes. Take note as students and parents keep updated with your contact number or information. Okay? Subject teachers shall submit their learning materials to the office through email. The principal's office will be responsible in releasing the module to the parents, guardian, and authorized representative. Again, students are not allowed to go here. Students should follow regular schedule of examination and should be online. Skills-related performance tasks should be submitted in video form, but should be submitted on the date stated by your instructor or your teacher. What are those skills-related performance tasks? Okay, we try to find out those subjects like physical education, your housekeeping, your food and beverage services requires skills related or requires skills or applications. So all activities tasks should be submitted in video form or even output based or portfolio compilation. Next, let's proceed to the next rule. Again, students should secure contact, or students who shall opt for the online mode of learning should have the following: desktop, computer, laptop, cell phone, and stable internet connection. This concerns referred to or referring to the online classes. Okay, rules and regulation to be observed during online class. That is number one. You must provide your own desktop, computer, laptop, cell phone, and stable internet connection the entire semester. You enroll in the online class, you should have and you should responsible enough to have your own or stable internet connection. Number two, students should have a working email, Gmail account, and download the necessary software applications. Example, the Google Meet, Zoom, Google Classroom, and Schoology. I believe and I know that all of your teachers or even advisor already instructed or already instruct on how we're going to do this. Next. Students are required to observe the following during online class. These are the ethical consideration that we need to consider. First, observe the proper courtesy during online classes. All students are expected to treat everyone in class with respect and in general to behave in a reasonable, responsible, and courteous manner at all times. That is self-explanatory. Uh, each one of you, every one of you already understand that. Next, turn on your computer 15 minutes before the start of the online classes. Check your connection, camera, and even microphone, and even your avoid any distractions as well. Find a conducive place to avoid any distractions. Make sure all the materials, example, your pen, notebook, books needed for each session are ready before joining the online class. Another we have to ensure that there will be no distraction during online class, students' microphone should be on mute mode. Take note, mute na siya dapat. Only the teacher's mic will be turned on during online lecture. Recording or taking photos of the discussion materials, online sessions is not allowed. You are only allowed to take down notes, listen, participate, and cooperate. Huh? Students are only allowed to do so when permitted by your instructor or teacher. Next, always wear appropriate clothes. Any colored shirt or blouse with sleeves will do. Okay, dapat appropriate attire kita even we engage in the online classes. Submit output within the designated period. Deadline of submission of all assignments, tasks, and other requirements should be observed and implemented. Students who are unable to submit their activities on the stated deadline will get a 0 score. Okay, attendance. All of you are required to attend your class regularly. Attendance will be checked per subject teacher and per advisory class. Each subject or advisory class will have a group chats or even a private room for your activities and outputs. Students are required to be in their online class 15 minutes before the scheduled time. They should prepare themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. Students are required to attend online classes regularly. Attendance is counted from the first regular class of the school year or the first regular class of this semester. Students or student who incurs absences more than 20% of the prescribed number of class during the school year or term should be given a failing grade and given no credit for the subject. This is under as what stipulated under section 153 and 157 of the 2010 revised manual of regulation for private schools in basic education students handbook, page 21. Okay, examination. This is very important. Still our examination online until no vaccine available. Students must create an account in Schoology to access their examination. Pictures of permits must be submitted to the advisors 3 days before the examination date. Take note that no permit, no exam will still be effective this school year or even this semester. The next. Okay, these are the schedule of exams. Okay. In every semester, there are 2 sets of exams. The first monthly exam, the second quarter exam. And for the following semester, again, we have another 2 sets of exams. We have the third monthly exam and the third quarter exam. Okay, please take note our official schedule of examinations. Okay, today, February 18 is our orientation. Then tomorrow again is the continuation of our third monthly exam, February 19. Then our third quarter exam will be March 22 to 23. Then followed by the fourth monthly exam, April 19 to 20. 19, 20, okay. Fourth quarter exam, May 24 to 25. Please bear with us and please be with us for the schedule of our examinations. Next, please. Okay, these are the online platforms to be used. If you observe last semester, the same platforms na ginagamit natin. We have the Zoom, the Messenger, the Gmail, and the Schoology. So I know every one of you and all of you aware of this and how you're going to download these platforms, these online classes. Senior high school graduates, again, have 4 options after their grade 11 and grade 12. Number 1, proceed to college degree aligned with your chosen strand. Maybe later on you will be employed, start your own business, get a higher certification to develop their own specialized skills and training, especially our technology, vocational, and livelihood program, the TVL students. And in addition, and for those students taking up those immersion subjects, work immersion, culminating, and your disaster risk reduction and readiness, take note that since we have no face-to-face contact or classes, all laboratory subjects as per the memorandum requirements should be in output-based or video presentation. And for the end of the quarter, we need to require all of you your portfolio compilation for the end of the quarter. Okay? After the fourth quarter, we want your portfolio compilation. Okay, and all your subject teachers already aware of this policy. Okay, and for your physical education subjects, laboratory, students always wear your PE uniform, proper working clothes, and wear your face mask and face shield all the time. Please observe a proper safety and health protocol all the time. Okay, again, that's the end of my presentation. Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for listening, and thank you for your cooperation, parents and students, and God bless everyone.
All right, so thank you so much to the Senior High School Coordinator of the High School Department, Sir Julius Figueroa, for giving us an orientation of policies of the high school students. And now, moving on to the next part of our program is, of course, an orientation coming from Registrar's Office. So this office is concerned about the important school records of our student. And of course, to give us uh, an orientation about this, of course, I will be in charge of relaying the information coming from this office. Later on, we will be hearing um, answers with your raised questions for our open forum part. So now, let's move. All right, so welcome to VMA Global College and Training Centers Incorporated Registrar's Office. So the Registrar's Office is the repository of records pertaining to the academic requirements such as courses to be offered and number of units given to a subject in accordance with the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education. The registrar's office takes care of the school records of students. It is also responsible for maintenance, updating, evaluation, and safeguarding the integrity and confidentiality of the academic records of students, keeping track of their progress towards the completion of their course or degree in college, and other functions and responsibilities explicitly stated by the school. The issuance of student records shall be done by the registrars in accordance with the law and the regulations contained in the 1992 MRPS and MORPH 2008. So here are the following registrar's office personnel. We have our school registrar, Mrs. Mary Grace Acejo, and of course our registrar's clerk. She is in charge of Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering program, Miss Maria Jodeline Bancaya. And as well, we have our in charge of the BTED, CBP, and ESLP, Mrs. Cindy Glaraga. As well, our in charge of the Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, Miss Rhea Amor M. Sangrador. And lastly, of course, students and parents, please be aware and please be familiar of this person. She is the in charge of the senior high school program. And of course, she is Miss Jeremy A. Loxin, or she is called by many here in school as Miss Maya. So, what are the responsibilities of this office? They are responsible of maintenance, updating, evaluation, and safeguarding the integrity and confidentiality of the academic records of students. They are also responsible of keeping track of their progress towards the completion of their course or degree in college and other functions and responsibilities explicitly stated by the school. So the issuance of student records in accordance with the law and the regulations contained in 1992 MRPS and MORPH 2008. They are also responsible of this. And for the documents, documentary requirements, we have letter A. For grade 11, you need to submit your Form 138, SF10, or your report card. As well, you are to submit your NSO PSA birth certificate, one piece of 2 by 2 colored picture, and your diploma or certificate of completion. For transferees, you are to submit the following requirements. First, certificate of eligibility to transfer, Form 138 or SF10 or report card, NSO birth certificate, and 2 pieces 2x2 colored picture, and as well your medical certificate. And of course, for students who will return in school, or we call as returnees here, first you are to submit your clearance coming from VMA accounting office. So this is your returnee slip. Second, evaluation of subject or grade requirements. So the subject load and the sequence of subjects of students shall be in accordance with the approved curriculum for each program or course of study. As a general rule, a student shall not be permitted to take any advanced subject until he has satisfactorily passed the prerequisite subject. Student who has failed in any subject must enroll in the subject again. So it's either during summer or in a succeeding school year. So regarding the requisite subjects, no student is allowed to enroll and earn advanced credits unless he or she has passed all the required prerequisite subjects. So changing one subject for another is allowed during the changing and dropping period. The schedule shall be determined and posted for widest dissemination under the following conditions. First, there is a conflict in schedule. So a student may enroll in 6 core, applied, specialized, plus 1 PE subjects during the summer, either for the purpose of making up for subjects previously failed or for earning advanced credits in other subjects. Cross-enrollment is allowed only when the subject of the student who intend to enroll in other school is not offered at the college during the semester in which he or she is supposed to graduate. Cross-enrollment is not allowed under the following conditions. First, the subject is offered by the college, or the subject is a major elective or a major professional subject. So in terms of grades, periodic grades are released by the advisor to their respective students by the end of semester. So, about the withdrawal of enrollment, a student who desires to withdraw should signify his intention in writing to the principal stating therein his reasons for withdrawing from the course enrolled in. Second, an enrollment withdrawn after the changing and dropping period shall be charged accordingly. And lastly, no refund of fees will be made after the 2 weeks of classes. And the registration of the student at VMA Global College and Training Centers Incorporated is a token of his or her desire and those of his or her parents to comply with all the rules and regulations of the college. No refund of any amount may be allowed after 2 weeks of classes except when the tuition and other fees are paid in full partial, in which case refund may be allowed under the certain conditions. So this is the Facebook page of the registrar's office, VMAGC registrars, and of course our school page, VMA Global College registrars. And for the email ad of registrar's office, it is being highlighted there in blue. VMA registrars, VMA registrar 2013 at gmail.com. Or you can call them with their office number 444-2565. Yes, so just take note of the following important informations in raising your concerns and questions in this concerned office. All right, so I think that's all about Registrar's Office. Thank you so much. And if you have concerns and questions, please take note and please reserve it because we have allotted time for our open forum. And now, moving on to the last part of our parents and students orientation for today, we will be hearing an orientation coming from an important program in school regarding our medical and dental services. And of course, to give us an orientation, let us welcome our school nurse. Let us welcome Miss Virginia Mirasol.
Okay, good morning, students and parents. First, I would like to thank all of you for being so cooperative and supportive in our department, which is the clinic department. And I would like also to thank the guidance department for conducting this orientation because through this orientation, we can be able to address all of your concerns, especially in regards to your medical requirements. I know a lot of you have questions, especially about sa inyong mga medical requirements, but let's take it step by step para mas machindihan ninyo. Okay, moving on. So what is our main objective? Our main objectives are the prevention of illness and the promotion of the health and well-being of the students, faculty, and staff, as well as the provision of comprehensive and appropriate health education. Even though it's still pandemic today, we nurses still want to guide and help you to have a healthy well-being. So kami mismo, gapasensya kami, kay kabalo kami nga damo kit na budlayan sa mga medical requirements because this is not just to give you a hard time. This is also for your own good and for your own well-being. Kay we want our students na makagraduate ka mo without any health problems and makagraduate ka mo at your own choice na kurso. Next slide, please. Let's take a quick look for the organizational chart. So we have our clinic department head, Dr. Remedios Johanna S. Vargas. She's also our vice president for academics. Then we have our two doctors. Next slide. And we have our two doctors. Our school physician is Dr. Carlitos N. Orola. His schedule will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But if you want to book an appointment or check up to doctor, first you have to contact us first through Facebook Messenger, or you can just simply go to the clinic and set an appointment, and we will be the one to set a schedule for you para magpakonsulta ka mo sa iya. Then our school dentist is Dr. Mark Vincent Alvarez. His schedule as of now, kay pandemic pa, is every Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if you want to have your dental checkup or if you want to book for tooth extraction, you can just simply walk in here in our clinic or you can message us through Facebook. Next slide. For the clinic nurses, you have Sir Jason Guillen and yours truly, I'm Virginia L. Mirasol. If you have any health concerns, don't hesitate to contact us and we will ready to help you. I know you're all expert on this because amo na ni siya ang new normal, but let me remind you again, especially if you're going outside, especially if magpa-medical ka mo, please take note of these 3 important things. First, wash hands 20 to 30 seconds, or simply just bring your own alcohol every time you go out. Next is wear face mask and face shield at all times. So mandatory na ni siya nationwide. So you have to bring this along with you. And continue to maintain your social distancing of 1 meter. So what are our clinic programs for this second semester? First is the health education. This is to widen your knowledge when it comes to health-related concern. So as of now, it's still pandemic, we conduct our health education through our official website, Facebook page, VMA Medical Dental Clinic. Next is the first aid treatment and medical referral. So for those that within the school area, clinic is still open to provide the first aid treatment. For the medical referral, these are for those students who needs medical attention and needs hospitalization. For example, if you got hospitalized, you can still avail your health insurance benefit. All you have to do is just bring the original copy of your receipts and the expenses naging gasto nyo sa hospital. You bring it in the clinic and we will be the one to process it for you. Just wait, siguro the minimum is 1 month for the reimbursement and for the approval. But this is a case-to-case basis. Not all cases na pwede na nila yung ma-aprubahan or ma-reimburse sa inyo. So depende na siya. Okay? So next is the health monitoring updates. Again, we post our updates regarding health through Facebook pa lang anay. Kay wala pa man tasubong sang face-to-face. Then the laboratory results, follow-up, and monitoring. So one of the clinic programs is your submission of your medical requirements. For those na may mga abnormal results, we require you to have a medical consultation. We will give you a referral slip with a recommendation kung diin ka mo pwede ka pa konsulta. And then once after you completed your consultation, you must submit a medical certificate here in our clinic. So nga aga required kami sang medical certificate. Because this medical certificate, if mag-inspect ang CHED or ang DepEd sa school, this will serve as a support to your result, to your abnormal result na support siya para you can still continue or you are still fit to continue your course. So amo na siya ang importance ng medical certificate, and also para ma-early prevent and early nga hindi na ma-worsen ang inyong abnormal nga mga laboratories. Next is the dental services. Again, the dental services is available every Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can just message us and pwede lang kamo di ka walk-in. Another is the physical examination and Ishihara test. We conduct physical examination in our clinic through our health examination record form. The ones that you are filling up, magpa-enroll ka mo. This is the one. I don't know if kitaon. Basta mo ni siya nga form. Okay? And then for the Ishihara test, we conduct our Ishihara test here in the clinic only for senior high school students, grade 11 and grade 12. Once you are in college level, you are required to have your Ishihara test at any diagnostic center of your choice. Next for the is medical consultation. So you can just message us kung gusto niyo magpa-set an appointment and we'll be the one to schedule it for you. So we can have your consultation via Facebook or Zoom, or pwede man pwede makamudi ka kadto sa clinic, depends sa schedule ni doctor. Then the hepatitis B immunization, I'm going to discuss this on the later part na lang. Kay damo ni siya question regarding this. Okay, so attending medical emergencies and first aid. Then online health updates via Facebook page. And lastly, students with medical inquiries or health-related concerns may reach us at our official Facebook page. So those are the clinic programs. Now let's proceed to the laboratory requirements. So these are your laboratory requirements. I know you're all familiar kung anong mga requirements na kailangan nyo ipasa. So if you already submitted your laboratory requirements during the first semester, no need for you to pass again sa sininga second semester. Only those nga mga new transferees or new students, you have to submit your laboratory requirements, and the deadline will be on or before March 31, 2021. So next slide na lang ta. So I'm going to discuss brief discussion now for the each laboratories. So chest x-ray, CBC, stool, and urine test. If you have an abnormal result, we will give you a referral slip and you need to submit a fit to school medical certificate. For the drug test, you are not required for this one, but required ka mo if graduating na ka mo. So this is required for all graduating students, and appropriate actions will be taken for students with positive result. Next. Now, these are the main requirements for the maritime course. First is the Ishihara test. Ishihara test is to determine your color blindness. So, gakondak kami diri sa inyo sa clinic. Or for example, if nag-take ka mo sang inyo nga Ishihara test outside sa school, it's okay. Still acceptable lang na siya. Next, maritime students are required to take Ishihara test conducted by a DOH accredited laboratory center. And maritime students should pass the test. If failed, he or she may be advised for medical consultation and to shift on other non-maritime courses available. For the visual acuity test, actually you're not required pa lang kung senior high ka mo, but once you are on your college level, you need to have a visual acuity test. So the normal vision should be 20/20. Correctable, this means with glasses, accepted na siya for the BSMT if corrected 20/40, and for the BSMRE 20/50. Next is hearing tests. Mild, moderate, and severe hearing loss needs medical consultations, and students must submit to a fit to school medical certificate to determine if he or she can continue his or her course. Next slide. Now, the HBsAg test. So what is this test all about? HBsAg test is to detect the presence of hepatitis B virus. This is required for both maritime and non-maritime courses. So for senior high, you are mga TVL courses required ka mo sin. But for the ABM, no need na siya. So pwede lang ka mo ka-take sang HBsAg kung gusto nyo, but if wala, it's okay. Reactive or positive result may require a medical consultation and shifting to another course available. So for the Hepa B vaccine, first dose is anytime after the HBsAg test show non-reactive results. So we give you 1 month. Within 1 month, dapat after your HBsAg test, dapat mapavaksin na ka mo. Second dose is the 1 month after first dose. Then third dose is 3 months after first dose. Booster dose is 1 year after the third dose. So question, Miss, kinanglan, gid na namon mapavaksin. Yes, because hepatitis B vaccine will help you or will protect you from hepatitis B virus. Because hepatitis B virus is a very serious condition. Once you are reactive or positive with hepatitis B virus, lifetime na siya nga ara sa imo. So, hasta na ka magtigulang, positive ka na siya. And once you're positive from hepatitis B, you are deprived from donating blood. And ano ni siya, very contagious. You can be contaminated through blood to blood. Ma-prick ka lang sa needle with a positive person, pwede ka na siya malatnan. And it can be transmitted through sexual contact. So once that you are positive, you are also deprived from taking any other jobs in abroad. That's why for maritime, required gid kami sa inyo nga mag-vaccine kamo to protect yourselves. Next slide. So these are the reminders for the second semester. For all new students, transferees, and returnees with pending medical requirements, you must submit their requirements not later than March 31. And students who have not submitted their medical requirements will be placed on hold in the school automate. So for those nga may mga lacking requirements and wala pa gid kapasa, which na mga old students, you need to pass your medical requirements na and kay para hindi ka mo ma-put on hold. Next. Students who have submitted their medical requirements online are required to submit the hard copies. They may hand in their hard copies at the school clinic or send them via courier services like LBC, pwede nyo na siya. Before, wala gid kami niga-require nga you need to submit a hard copy, but most of you who submitted online, medyo hindi siya clear, hindi siya namon ma-print. So we still need to require you nga magpasa sa amon sang hard copies for those nga nagpasa online. Next is students who want to avail of a dental checkup or simple tooth extraction may visit the school clinic every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Students who have started their Hep B vaccination but didn't complete their succeeding doses on schedule, you don't need to restart the series. You may take your next dose at the school clinic for only 650 per dose. So, pwede lang na siya. Basta naskipan nyo, you missed your next dose, you can just come over sa clinic, you pay 650, present your vaccine card, and then we will continue the next dose. If nadula ang inyong vaccine card, if outside ka mo nagpakuha, and nadula ninyo, you need to go to the clinic where you took your vaccine and retrieve the dates. And then once you have the dates na, we can continue diri na lang sa clinic ang inyong next dose. Okay, that's all. And for questions and inquiries, you can message us at Facebook page VMA Medical-Dental Clinic. Or you can email us at vmamedicaldental@gmail.com. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, so thank you so much to our school nurse for giving us an orientation about the programs and services about our medical and dental. And of course, we would like to announce to the students that um, you may open the link sent by our school psychometrician, Miss Lorraine Laurezo, in our comment box. She is sending the link for our attendance and evaluation. Again, for students who are um, putting their comments on their attendance on the comment box, please don't do it. Just click the link that have sent by our school psychometrician, Miss Lorraine Laurezo. So that is for your attendance and evaluation. Again, for the students who are attending our parents and orientation program, please see to it to open the link that have sent in our comment box for your evaluation and attendance. And now, for those students who have concerns and queries about the three programs that have oriented to us earlier, you may now raise your questions. You may comment on our comment box here at Zoom, and also we will be tracking questions raised in our comment box in our FB Live. So for those who have questions, Miss Grace or Miss Maya from Registrar's Office is just with us, and as well Sir Julius and Miss Virginia from Clinic. So anyone, parents, Students may raise their questions, and same with parents. It's open for both parents and students. And for those who have questions from accounting office, you may also raise your questions regarding your fees,
Okay,
miscellaneous.
there is one question from Midshipman Danilo Bardinas. Sir, good morning. About sa vaccine, sir, nakapas naman ko sang other requirements. Need gid na, sir, for grade 11. Yes, midshipman, you need to submit your vaccine card. If, for example, nagpa-vaccine ka outside, hindi diriya sa clinic, you need to submit a copy of your updated vaccine card sa amon. It is one of your requirements. Did I answer your question?
So anyone coming from the students and parents from the high school department? Any questions from the concerned offices? So we are checking on the comments on our FB Live.
Okay, another question, same from Midshipman Danilo Bardinas. Good morning. Tanan gid na nga grade 11 students need magpa-vaccine. Thank you. Yes, midshipman, hepatitis B vaccine is required for maritime students, grade pre-bac 11 and 12. And for the non-maritime, required ang vaccine sa TVL nga course because they're handling food. So kinanglan sa mga cookery nga mga courses, kinanglan nyo na magpa-vaccine. We advise you, it's okay kung gusto nyo yang magpa-vaccine outside, you have your own choice, but we highly encourage you nga mas mayo nga diri na lang kamuya sa school magpa-vaccine. Kay the tendency if outside ka mo nagpa-vaccine, hindi nyo ma-update diri sa amon kung saan ang mga dates sa inyo, nga mga doses. Unlike kung diri ka mo magpa-vaccine sa clinic, tanan nyo nga records ari diri, kag hindi ka mo mabudlayan sa ulihi if you need another copy of your, for example, nadula ang inyo nga vaccine, hindi na kamuya mabudlayan nga magpangita pa. Kay ang inyong tanan nga record ari diya sa amon. Okay? So required ka mo nga maritime as soon as possible, biskan grade 11 pa lang ka mo, you need to have your vaccine. Na-answer kong question. Okay na. Yung add-on ka. Okay naman to.
All right, so again, we would like to emphasize to the students that your comments on our comment box on the FB Live with your names are not counted because you are to click first or to open first the link that we have sent for your attendance and evaluation. So another question, Nurse Mirasol, is coming from Midshipwoman Shenely Octaviano.
Okay, hi, good morning, Shinali. Your question is, Miss, until when ipasa ang Hepa B vaccine for grade 12? Kay last year, Miss, nagpa-vaccine ko, wala ko kapasatan dose. Di maliwat naman ko na Miss pa-vaccine. Okay, this is one of the okay. This is one of the common question gid sa mga students, ang mga nakaskip sang doses nila or wala naka-continue sang ilang nga vaccine. Until when ipas ang Hepa B vaccine, you need to pass it until nga naka-booster dose na kamo. So, kinanglan nyo. For example, kung diri ka mo sa school, nagpa-vaccine, and gina-update na yan namo niya every time mag-vaccine ka mo diya sa clinic. Pero kung ara ka mo outside, outside ka mo yan, so like sa family ka mo yan nagpa-vaccine, once na vaccine ka mo to, kinangan ka mo diya magpasa sa amon sang updated yung nga vaccine card, kay enter na namon dire ang mga dates nyo sa inyo nga doses. So last year, nagpa-vaccine ka, pero wala ka pa second dose. So ang himuon ta sini, it depends on kung ano nakalawigon. Kung ara pa mo ang vaccine card, present mo lang di sa clinic namon, and we will continue the next dose. For example, nadula mo ang imo nga vaccine card, hindi mo na ma-retrieve ang previous mo nga first dose na date. So what you're going to do is you need to take your HBsAg test first. Once nga mag-non-reactive siya, we will repeat your first, mas ma-repeat kita sa first dose. Pero kung ang imo nga vaccine card, ara gid sa imo, wala lang siya yan na update ya, wala ka lang ka-take sang second dose mo. Bring mo lang ang imo nga vaccine card dire, and with your HBsAg nga result, and then pwede lang tayo ka-proceed sa imo nga next dose. Hindi ka na kinahanglan mag-repeat. Pwede lang ta kapadayon na lang hasta nga maka-booster dose ta.
Are.
Okay, next is from Midshipman Clyde Fellimore. Good morning, Miss. Excuse me, pwede ka pa booster kay dapat amon schedule sang August 14, 2020 pa. Thank you. Yes, you may. Pwede gid ka mo ka pa booster dire sa clinic. You just have to pay for the fee, which is 650. Bring your vaccine card, and then kadto lang ka mo di sa clinic. You will have your booster dose. You're welcome, Clyde. Puro with vaccine ng question.
A question from Midshipman Ron Reynil Pelayo. Miss asked if di ng link sang attendance. So the attendance, we will be flashing the link of the attendance on the screen. Yes, so please look for it, or please Check on it for your reference. So again, we will be flashing the link of the attendance and evaluation on the screen. So any questions about the policies of for senior or for high school students? Any questions? Sir Julius is still with us. And questions about your school records. This is very important. Anyone? So another question coming from John Michael Rojo. This is for medical and dental again. Miss, good morning. Ask lang question if kung nakapavaccine ka na sa grade 11, need pa na mapavaccine liwat mag-grade 12?
Okay, ang vaccine, kung naka-start ka na yan sa grade 11, um, padayon na siya ya. Hindi na siya ya nga kung natapos mo na ang four doses, naka-booster dose ka na, amo na gid na siya ya. Amo lang gina yung gina-require namon sa inyo. No need for you to take another vaccine na naman. So for example, grade 11, nag-start ka na yan sa hepatitis vaccine mo, padayunon lang na siya. First dose is 1 month from your HBsAg test. Amo na siyang first dose naton. Second dose is 1 month sa first dose mo. And then the third dose is 1 month from the second dose. And the booster dose is 1 month, 1 year after the third dose. Once you're done with your booster dose, no need for you to restart again the vaccine. Amo na lang gid na siya ya. You are already protected from hepatitis B. So just keep your vaccine card kay there are some, especially kung makagraduate na kamo, mag-training na kamo, there are some employers or company nga ga-require sang inyo nga vaccine card. That's why nga gahambal gid kami sa inyo, keep your vaccine card. Hindi nyo gid na pagdulaon kay ara na da ang dates sang inyo nga vaccine and amo na siya ang inyo nga proof nga nagpa-vaccine kamo. Did I answer your question, Mr. Danilo?
So some more questions. All right, so again, students, if you have also questions to address to accounting office and bookstore, you can ask your questions because these offices are joining the orientation meeting today. Again, students who will have questions to the following offices like accounting office and bookstore, you can ask your questions because these offices are joining our meeting also today. So now we will be copying the link of attendance and evaluation, and we will send it to our comment box on the FB Live. All right, so there's a question raised to accounting office. So Miss Melissa, are you there? Miss Melissa from accounting office, are you there?
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yes, Miss, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Okay, Miss, so here's the question, Miss. Are. This is the question intended for accounting
Yes,
office.
sir. Good morning.
Ang sa accounting need gid full payment sini nga due sang February. Thank you. Again, ang sa accounting need gid full payment sini nga due sang February.
Yes, sir. Needed ang full payment. Hello, sir.
All right, so for the student who have raised his or her question, need gid ang full payment for your due this February. So another question coming from I could not understand the name because it's Chinese or whatever the student have used. Sir Midchiefman Rodrigazo, ask lang ko sir question kay transferee ko. Nakapamedical na ko pero wala na include ang vaccine sa need ipamedical ang ginahatag na balancer sang clinic sir nga sleep.
Okay. Sa amon nga slip na ginhatag sa imo, ang naka-check da, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ishihara test, visual acuity, hearing, chest x-ray, HBsAg, CBC, urinary cyst tool. Amo nang ginhatag sa imo. We did not include yet the vaccine. Ang way namon gincheckan ng vaccine kay unahon ta dapat anay ang HBsAg test. That is the test to detect if may hepatitis B virus ka, correct? So once ang result mo is non-reactive na, that's the time that you can have your vaccine na. So hindi lang tanay magpa-vaccine si mo kung wala ka pa sang HBsAg nga test result. So unahon mo ginanay HBsAg. Okay?
Some more questions? Okay, so another question. And the question is intended for accounting office. So the question is, nga wala kuno naghatag assessment sini. Again, the question is, nga wala kuno naghatag assessment sini.
Hi, sir. Hello, good morning. Midshipman, naka-release na kami sa assessment nyo sa inyong high school department.
Again, midshipman. So your assessment are endorsed in your advisors at the high school department.
Good morning.
So if you are not aware about it, you may raise the question in your group chat with your class advisor. So another question coming from Sir Ron Pelayo. Sir, I am the father of Ron Reynil Pelayo. Can I ask the school bank account name, account number, and his tuition balance so that I can pay through fund transfer?
Hello sir, good morning. Sir, pwede ka na lang ka-message sa amon nga FB page para ma-send namon sa imo ang bank account kag kung pila ang remaining balance ng imong mga students, sir. Thank you.
Miss Melissa, can you announce your page, your office page, so that they are aware if where they can raise their questions?
Okay. Accounting FB page, VMA Global College Accounting, and then the email ad, vmaacctg16@gmail.com.
Ano to kanila, what is? Okay, so the question is intended to high school department. Sir, good morning. Pwede na kami ka-take NCAA diri sa VMA due to lack of testing materials sa akong school ligad. Ask lang ko kung pwede. The question is coming from Midshipman Stephen Villaves, sir.
Wala man din. Hindi na ito.
Sir, atong question ko na sabto ni sir, asa ilae. Pwede na siya kasabay.
Hello. Wala. Hello, hello. Ba't yan?
Oo.
Di wala din siya.
Wala siya kung video. Kailan pa siya?
Okay lang.
Ari na ka.
Kaya with regards sa question about the NKA, since it was been suspended by the DepEd last year, so we will wait for the signal for the central office of the Department of Education. Since last year wala nakandak ang NKA, so amula na ang sabatda. So we need to the memo coming from the central office of the Department of Education. Thank you.
May isa di ka question from Shineli. Miss, ipasa lang namon ang vaccine card namon last year kag di na namon need magpa-vaccine liwat Hepa B. If you did not pass, wala ka pagid ka pasa di vaccine card sa amon, yes, you need to pass your vaccine card. The copy lang ha, hindi lang ang original. Just photocopy your vaccine card. And you don't need to have a vaccine once natapos mo na ang imong booster dose. But if wala ka pa booster dose or kulang ang imong vaccine, you need to finish it para ma-complete mo tanan nga doses. That's it.
Okay, so for those who are asking about the link of our attendance and evaluation, please check on the page of VMA guidance because we will be posting there the link of the attendance and evaluation since that Miss Lorraine is having a technical problem on posting it. Again, uh, for those who are looking for the link of the attendance and evaluation, please check it on VMA guidance page. So some more questions. So this question is coming from the mother of John Benmar Sopio. Can I ask if okay lang malate ang booster dose pila ka months as long ara pa sa bata ko ang iya vaccine card? Thank you.
Ah, Hi ma'am, good morning. Yes, regarding the booster dose, it's okay kung na-delay kita, biskan months pa na ang delay niya, just continue his booster dose. Pwede lang di siya kakadto sa clinic, he just bring ang iya nga vaccine card and then he has to pay 650 for the dose and then kami na ma-vaccine sa iya sang booster. Thank you.
So here's another question, and the question is intended to accounting office. Miss Sir, ang assessment 7K gid ni tuod ang balayran?
Hello, good morning, Midshipman. Ano imo nga tracks? Basi personal pay ka? Wala ka nadala sa may subsidy? Pwede ka danay ka message sa amon nga FB page para ma-double check ko karon. Thank you.
Again, for those who are asking for the link of the attendance and evaluation, please check on the page of VMA guidance. Again, for those who are asking sulit-sulit about the attendance and evaluation, please check on the page of VMA guidance. So some more questions. No more questions. All right, so since there's no question raised already, so I think this is the end of our program. And before we close it, we will be hearing a closing message coming from the principal of the high school department. Everyone, let us hear let us hear from our school principal. Let us welcome Mr. Jose Batuigas.
Start na ko. Kaya, good morning, my dear students. Kaya, good morning once again, my dear students and parents. So, in behalf with the VMA administration, I would like to thank for your support as well for your cooperation in this virtual orientation for the school year 2020-21. I would like also to announce that for the incoming school year 2021-2022, we have our new academic track, which is the UMS. And of course, we revised our curriculum, the pre-bac, the TBL, as well the EBM. We add one subject, which is a foreign language for the grade 12. So intended for 2 hours only. So I'm hoping that you can ask your relatives to enroll in our school for this coming school year 2021. And likewise, I am very thankful for your untiring support for our department. Once again, thank you very much, my dear parents and students.
So thank you so much. That was our principal of the high school department, Mr. Jose Batwigas. So for the parents and students, um, thank you so much for attending our parents and students orientation program this morning. And for more questions, just approach or just raise your questions on the page of the high school department. So they are willing enough to assist and to cater all your concerns and questions. So thank you so much. And that ends our program this morning. Thank you so much. And may God bless us all.
The seafaring industry has been tossed around by waves after waves of challenges. From the issues on EMSA and now on COVID pandemic. Just as you are fighting back, not giving up the ship, your seafaring career, we from the academy, the schools and the training centers will stick by you. Our seafarers, you being the recognized global key workers. Together we fight this battle to thrive in the new normal situations amidst this challenging time worldwide, particularly in the Philippine maritime industry. With God's blessings, we will persevere. We will overcome.